We're going to have to come up with answers that set politics aside.
Hey, this is Clement G from Tennessee. I'm here representing Nashville Peacemakers, Mothers Over Murder, Straight Talk, Bulletproof. They don't hear us.
They don't hear us.
Man, Black father, a son, an uncle, a nephew, a cousin. They don't hear us.
They don't listen. They don't hear us. They not listening.
They don't hear us.
And we're gonna bring you some stuff that's gonna make you feel better. They don't hear us.
I keep telling them, but they ain't listening, bro.
Hello, my name is Amana Serra. I'm from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and they don't hear us. Yo pas nous. That's it.
I come to proudly share with you about a ROC Square 357 production entitled They Don't Hear Us.
They don't hear us.
Get together, stop killing.
What up, man? It's your boy Mike Duece, man. We back with another episode, man, of Certified Legends, man. We got one of the legends in Cashville in here, man. OG D-Moe. But y'all who don't know him, y'all gonna know the story. You probably know about him, don't even know about him, but shit. We in here, and we finna hear this good old story about a legend from the Ville. That's where we at right now. What up, man? What up, D-Moe?
I'm good, huh?
You know it feel good to be home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good, bro. Freedom is never overrated, man. It feel good, man. Just to be here, bro. Just to be here with you, homie. It's a blessing, man. Carrying the torch.
I feel like we could relate, cause I done been here with, they done offered me like 3 times, you feel me, on a murder case that I had nothing to do with. Like, it was all bogus, you feel me? They offered me life, and you said that I'm gonna let you tell your story, but yeah, I mean, when they hit me with offering me life, like, I'm thinking like, shit, it's over with. What can I do? What can I do? They talking about sign for life, cause when you lose trial, they gonna give you the death penalty. I'm like, shit, so sign my life over, y'all kill me. They're like
pretty much
a 3rd day with a barrel to my head, you feel me?
Pretty much.
So
They'll give it to you though.
Yeah, but I got up out of that, and thankfully I'm home now. I gave away 10 years of my life. I know they ain't touching nothing on yours, but 10 years of my life, and I wasn't even starting my life. I was 18. So I was baby. They talking about life. Like, I ain't even live life yet. But that's enough about me, man. I can go on all day, but we want to hear some street legends, man, from D-Moe, man. We want to hear some real shit, man. I don't want to hear nothing that incriminate yourself. We just want to talk to you, man. Just, man, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm just thankful, man. First and foremost, all the time and every single time, bro. I'm giving honor to God, man. He made it happen, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of funny you mentioned life. A lot of people don't really know what life is. I mean, we got so much death around us that we ain't even tapped into life. So, I was living all of them years really in death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Waiting to die.
And I don't even understand what you mean when you saying living in death, because these niggas in the pen that got life in 93 years and all them type of numbers, they dead. They just walking dead.
Yeah.
You feel me? They dead. They dead to the world. They dead to anything that existed when they was out. Like, they dead, but they're alive.
Yeah.
It's a whole other world.
It's a miserable feeling when you really don't know you dead. When you walk around every day as if you living and you dead.
Yeah.
And that's something I came to know when I became a Christian, in 08. When I gave my life to Christ. I realized that, the Bible tell me that Satan was my daddy. Pretty much, that's who I was possessed by. So that's who was running my life. Because it's either gonna be God or him.
Yeah.
Ain't no middle way. So either you serving God or you serving Satan. So if I wasn't serving God, I was serving Satan. So that was a harsh reality when I became a Christian. That was hard for me to swallow. Yeah. It was very humbling, and I realized that my father and my mom and them, all them was installing it in me, all these values and morals, and I don't know how I went wrong. It was kind of just crazy.
Was it did you get a life over in prison?
Yeah, I gave my life in 08.
In prison?
Yeah.
I bet you, I guarantee every gangster nigga respected what you did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Guarantee.
Yeah. I was on the yard with nothing but with a bunch of Crips that, you know, I've been knowing pretty much my whole life. So a lot of dudes from Memphis mob dudes. And so I was on a real tough compound up at Bledsoe. There was about 60% life was up there at the time. And so I gave my life to Christ right in the midst of that. I mean, as soon as I got there, first of all, let me say, in 06, Bledsoe up there in the mountains.
Nah, I was at Bledsoe for classification.
Yeah, that's classification now.
But you was up there with Toon.
Yeah.
Toon gave his life over to you.
Yep, sure
That's
did.
why I said, a gangster nigga gonna respect that, nigga.
Sure did.
I'm a gangster nigga gonna respect that, man.
Yeah, I got to the point to where, like, I had just got 93 years. You know, for those that don't know this, you know what I'm saying? I had, you know, I had got busted in 06. And they ended up giving me the Kingpin charge and gave me 3 25s, a 12, a 4, and a 2, and ran them all wild, man. Gave me 93 years right there in front of my family.
93.
In front of everybody, man. Tried to send me away for life, man. And I ate it, you know what I'm saying? And was the only one that went to prison. For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? I had a cousin that went, he did about 3, 4 years. And, you know, my essays did about 3 or 4 years, but I got the chunks. Because of course they always want you to tell, and they been wanting me for years, and
set an example out of it.
Yeah, and so yeah, I took the time and took it on the chin, and really didn't have no hope at the time.
Why
I mean, I ain't have no hope. So they sent me up in them mountains, and I was hustling when I first got in. You know what I'm saying? I got up there, and caught me a guard. And he started doing things for me and this and that. I was on the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and so I hustled for about 2 years up there. Well, no, not 2 years. I had 2 years in this county, and I got up there. So I started hustling for about, I don't know, probably about 9 months, 8, 9 months. And then I got saved. And right in the midst of everything, all these Crip dudes and that I grew up with, whatever, they was tripping because I came out, because I got saved one night.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of stuff went on. You know, I was losing money here and there, and gobs and stuff was going on, and just right in the middle of it, I was high when I got saved. And it's hard to believe, but he brought me down to my knees. I gave my life to Christ, man, August the 8th, 2008. I remember like it was yesterday. And after that, I hit the compound, and people was tripping, like, yo, you tripping? I'm like, nah, I gave my life to Christ. I'm like, man, you tripping, man. Nah, man, I'm talking about from that day on, I ain't cussed. I don't cuss. I used to cuss like a sailor, bro. I don't curse. Man, I don't drink, smoke, nothing, homie. So
it's crazy because all the people that really who really for real about changing their life, and they remember their date.
Yeah.
And you remember that date.
The time like too,
that.
bro. 7:35, like right off in there. So it was just like that
serious.
kind of.
It's serious.
It was that. It was, you know, and it changed, and it happens for people differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, God gonna get you right where you at.
Yeah.
You know, and when He calls you gonna know it.
Yeah, a lot of people try to fake it. You know, in the pen, there'd be a way to save them out of the situation. Cause you know, situations go on like that.
That's
in the
true.
pen. So they try to use that God situation to get them out of stuff. But they know the fake from the real.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things where, you know, people talk about, oh, you go to jail, then they want to get saved. Look here, man.
That's the best place to get saved.
Man, that's the wilderness, bro. Like, when you in the wilderness and ain't nobody there but you and God, like, that's the best time in the world that you can get a relationship with Him.
That's the best place.
Man, look here, man.
You in that cell at nighttime, is you in your cell or you by yourself. Yeah, your cell ain't talking to each other because y'all both in your own world. If you got a phone, you on the phone. If you ain't got a phone, you still on the phone in your head.
Man, it was
talking to somebody.
It was just, I never had no desire after that. Like, He took a lot of my desires. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like, I didn't even desire to do nothing but really read my Bible. He gave me a hunger and a thirst for Him. I just started reading my Bible. That's all I want to do is study. I had a table in the pod, and they knew it was the table. I kept my Bible on it all day, and I'd be in my word all day. He just kind of groomed me, and I just started growing. And then I started watching him move in my life. But, you know, when it all boiled down to it, you know, I met a lot of people, you know, and you start, not only do you meet a lot of people, you start seeing him work in your life. I started seeing him put stuff. My lawyer became the DA. You know what I'm saying? Like out of nowhere, my lawyer is the main DA.
Yeah.
After my counselor became the warden, me and him was already having church.
Yeah.
Then he became a warden. So I'm watching God just put stuff together, man. Start restoring, that restoration. You know, that's what they mean when they say restoration power. So he started restoring stuff. You know what I'm saying? Brought my little girl back in my life. And, you know what I mean? Just started doing stuff that I couldn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was out of my hands, and I really threw my hands up. Man, he started moving. You know, I wouldn't hustle for nothing. I didn't want to do nothing, man. I started getting money orders. I started getting JPays, receipts, you know what I'm saying, and didn't even know who they was from. I wouldn't even get the receipt. They give me the paper. I don't even know who sent it.
Yeah.
So I just started watching him. I'm like, yo, so next thing I know, my safety valve came, because the good thing about having a lot of years, like 90-some years, your safety valve separate. So your safety valve separate and meet you
in the middle.
Yeah, it'll meet you. It's separated because your safety valve is with your red date.
Yeah.
But when you got that kind of time, your safety valve run off from your red date and it separates. So my safety valve was like 10 years prior to my red date, so I got to go up on it.
Yeah.
And
you
man,
go up on your safety valve.
Yeah, and I made it on my safety valve.
Dang.
That's how I made parole. I went up for parole on my safety valve and made it.
I know I had a little weak ass 7 and the safety valve.
It's right there.
So when I got to the pen, I had so much time from the county. The safety valve was like 2 months in there.
Right.
When I went up, they like, nah, we're finna hit you for 4 years.
Yeah, because nobody makes it.
Like we hit you for 4 years. You ain't got enough time under your belt.
Man,
like,
God took care of that junk, man. He put it all in position. The warden came to the, it was just, it was amazing. But more so than that, as far as, me coming up, I started from, I came up from a good family, bro.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are men of God, woman of God. And my brother pastor, man of God today.
Yeah.
Just me and him. But I got, my other uncle was a gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I started hanging out with them.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, I got that mindset. Mm-hmm. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing about it. It's a mindset.
And then you already had book smart.
Yeah,
so
I was already a smart cat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
but that mindset, and I try to push this. I push this to a lot of cats. I push this line to a lot of cats because I speak to a lot of people. Most of my friends are mostly pastors and bishops and so on and so forth. We just like you and me. Mm-hmm. We kick it just like this. You know what I mean? But that's my accountability. That's what keep me grounded. Mm-hmm. That's another thing that we lack. If a mindset is a poison thing, bro. You get a man coming from a moral-based family, biblical family, and put him around a bunch of crap, he gonna take on that mindset. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's unbelievable. That's why preachers' children, they say they the worst ones because they come from a crib. But you put them in the wrong environment, they gonna take that mindset on. It's a mindset.
They want to get away from that environment just to see what this is like. And once they get it, they stuck.
It's the mindset. They took me over. So next thing I know, my uncle gangster. Everybody know Kenneth Moe, and he was paralyzed from the waist down. Had more power than anybody in Nashville. From north, south, east, and west, he was the most powerful figure in this city.
I'm from the city. I heard his name before.
And that was my uncle. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know him, but I heard his name.
Yeah, I was living with him.
He up there with the 2 brothers' names, the McQuitties.
Yeah,
they names that you gonna know in the city.
This man was a gangster, man. And so I started being around him, and I took on. I go to college, and I'm moonlighting, doing this and this and that. And next thing you know, I got that mindset. I'm looking at what he doing. I'm like, yo, I could do this. I'm gonna do it this way. And next thing you know, I end up getting a plug. Next thing you know, I'm in Miami. And next thing you know, I'm gone on. You know what I'm saying? That mindset that took over now. I'm finna rule the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I had all the business. I had car lots, beauty shops, barber shops, you know what I'm saying, record companies, you know what I'm saying, audio shops.
Yeah.
I had to own the car stereo shop on Long Road Thompson Line. I had that when they wasn't even doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The one right there by the Kmart.
Yeah, the one right there by Thompson Lane in Knowlesville Road.
Oh, okay.
It's an Eckers now,
Yeah,
but it used to be the car stereo shop. Everybody went there.
Yeah.
I ended up buying it from the Cubans. So I ended up having that. Then I ended up getting a car lot on Brick Church Pike. Then I moved to Murfreesboro Road and big car lot. So I was just moving. I bought a ranch in Mexico and 7,000 acres, and we coming up out of there, and it was unbelievable.
That's why they wanted to calm you down. Like they like, man, this black nigga moving.
They
man.
knew.
What the fuck is this boy, man?
That's where Tennessee in the Ville came from.
Yeah.
I'm the one established that. I can put that on camera right now. Like everybody knew that's where they came from. Because I was already getting them for that. So we was pushing that. Pistol was pushing that in the raps.
Yeah.
Tennessee is where it came from. And so
so how you broke ass rappers? Every time about it, ain't never been Tennessee.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Got a legend right here saying you a goddamn lie.
Yeah. It was Tennessee. It was a Tennessee. For real.
Tennessee.
And so when it boiled down to it, I ended up catching a charge. Later, I went about 13, 14 years and had never caught a charge. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No drug charge. I ended up catching a charge, but it was in California. And that's when I met Freeway. Shout out to Freeway Rick Ross, my guy, the real Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Real Rick Ross.
The little one, the skinny one. Not that fat ass nigga.
The real Rick Ross.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. It's your man, Freeway Ricky Ross. And when I'm in the Atlanta area, I'm here at Grande May. Get my smoke on. Come by, holler at my folks. Boom, 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 boom.
What's up,
you can put the address and everything in there?
Yeah, I can do anything from there, sir.
All right, cool.
I'm on the square, so I'm a brother.
Look at my square on.
Yes, sir.
Light shining bright.
Do this? It's already rolling. You just record.
All right.
Thank you, man.
See you tomorrow, man.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Paula, call me in the morning.
Okay.
And Paula, the website is freeway.live.
Okay, freeway.live.
Freeway.live.
Okay.
You feel me? So I ended up they sent me out to California, and I get to San Diego MCC. I'm sitting in there talking to a Muslim brother. He was like, I know who can help you with your case. I'm like, who? He said, Rick. I said, Rick? I said, yeah, Freeway Rick Ross.
He got himself out of it, didn't he?
Yeah. So I'm like, Freeway Rick Ross, the one I be seeing on Oprah Winfrey with the dreads? He's like, yeah, but he ain't got dreads no more. I said, man, cut it out, man, because I thought he was trying to be around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because once I hit, when you go out to California, it's every, you got Cubans, Colombians, Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? And so you got to be in your place. You got to be in your position. Crips, Bloods, and everything run together out there because we ain't got, it ain't enough people. Yeah. So it's kind of like, out there, blacks got to be around each other. I don't care what you are, we outnumbered, so we had to come together. So I thought dude was up under me because when I was pushing my line in there, they knew what I was pushing because my charge was 60 kilos up there too. And so they already knew I was pushing the line because the Mexicans was messing with me because I speak Spanish as well, well. So we was kind of pushing it like that. And so I thought dude was trying to get up under me, the Muslim dude. And so dude told me, plus I had them tattoos all over me, and a lot of my tattoos are Spanish. You know what I'm saying? They Spanish, connected over there. And so, they told me don't go in PC. They want to put me in PC.
Because your text.
Because my tattoos, you know what I'm saying? They seen the daggers and all that. They knew what it meant, the guards. So I was just like, yo, I can't go to PC, man. I know, I ain't got no, I said, I can't go to PC. Just throw me out there to the wolves, man. So I got out there. Of course, I seen the Muslim cat. He pulled me in. So boom, 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 boom. But make a long story short, he told me Rick was in the library. And so I said, man, I'm going to go down there. So I go down to the library, you know, and Rick got on, because we was wearing khaki jumpsuits.
Yeah.
So Rick got a big warm up, a great warm up on his, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I come in and it's him, but his hair's short. And I remember the dreads in the books and stuff, the high times and all that. So I walk in and it's him. He said, man, Rick, this is my dude D-Moe from Nashville. He was like, Nashville? I was like, yeah. So we end up kicking it back and forth. And before you know it, me and him like this. Yeah. Man, that was my guy. I'm taking the candy bars, you know, up under my jumpsuit. I got a bag tied up under there. I'm taking them Snickers, and you know what I'm saying? Because Rick was a vegetarian then. Yeah. He ain't eating no meat. Man, dude was so, man, that's the best dude. Man, I'm talking about, man, it wasn't about money or nothing. He was just he had a very humble spirit, and I had never been around nothing like that. Yeah. Everybody I was around was superficial. Yeah. And everybody that was around me was listening to what I told them to do, and they really was after the bag. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wanted something.
Yeah, and so I've been carrying the whole world on my shoulder for a long time, and so just to meet Rick, and Rick was just so genuine. You know, he was just like, he met me, we talked. He was, you know, he helped me with my case, and he just started telling me about himself. And so Rick didn't even know how to read and write till he went to prison. He just learned how to read and write in prison. I didn't even know none of this. You know what I'm saying? Then Rick started telling me really what happened. I don't know about all these interviews and these other people talking about Freeway Rick.
Yeah, I've been watching Snowfall, so
yeah, that ain't nothing.
That what they said. They said it's just superficial.
Man, that ain't nothing, man. Rick told me so much, and it was just friend to friend. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it personally. He wasn't really. We was talking like how two people talk about their life, and so I was so privy to know the things that he was sharing with me from a friend's standpoint. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things he discussed with me that I ain't never discussed with nobody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just some intimate stuff that we discussed, but more so than anything, they were sending Rick a lot of movie scripts from Hollywood, from Greenwood Studios. I still remember them. And Rick would give me the movies. So I would read them. I'd be up reading the movies. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them came out on TV later. The Redeemer and all that. Rick already had them movies because they was wanting to do his life. Yeah. So they ended up sending him a script called Freeway. And he gave me the script. And I read it, and it's the actual movie. It's called Freeway. And they changed the names up. And so I read the movie. And so I would ask him certain things about it. You know what I mean? Because they had his dude and all that, switched the names, and I think Reagan was in it and all that. That's, you know, CIA and all that. I knew that before they was even talking about all that. I had the actual movie script. And so, you know, me and Rick, so I remember I got out. Man, I hated to leave him. You know what I'm saying? So I got out, and so when I got home, I used to call him from the studio. And I let my dudes in the studio listen, talk to him, whatever, and make sure he was straight or whatever, because he ain't never really want nothing. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm gonna make sure I'm sending him some. But he was just a humble dude, and I ain't never met nothing like him. But I remember looking in the Source magazine, and I seen a movie called 100 Kilos, and it had the dude that played South Central on South Central, OG Bobby Johnson, was playing Rick. So I hit him up. I'm hitting him up like, yo, they got your He ended up calling me. I said, yo, it's a movie out about you. He's like, what? I'm like, man, they doing a movie called 100 Kilos. And this and that. So I went and bought the movie. It was a VHS. I bought it at Blockbusters right down there on Gallatin Road. I went and bought the movie and looked at it. They just ruined the story. It was terrible. Because people didn't understand it. I knew the story because I was in there with him. Yeah. So everybody out here wondering about Freeway Rick, I literally was right there with him. And so I knew about Serena and Venus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was.
Yeah, he didn't want to put them on.
Yeah, he was a great tennis player. People don't even know that. Dude was like a pro status. From what he tell me and everything he said, he's one of the most honest dudes you know you can talk to a dude and know he ain't got time to lie.
Yeah, because And it's documented. Everything documented.
Bro, if you hear him talk on an interview or whatever, believe everything he say. Because he just that type of dude. And so he used to tell me like when he was at a tennis club, he wasn't doing nothing, he was just at a tennis club. And Serena them was little girls in Venus. And he was telling me that they was there and he just wanted to play tennis. He didn't want to sell no dope. He wasn't even on that, bro. He wasn't on all that. He just wanted to, he was just doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up, it all went that way, but he wasn't on that. He wasn't on none of that. You know what I'm saying? But make a long story short, me and Rick we just was good friends. And so when I ended up making bond or taking the plea or whatever, and they shot me back, because Rick the one told me to take the time. He's like, bro, don't play with them.
Take it and fight it.
Yeah, I was gonna fight it.
Oh, no, you talking about in Cali.
Yeah, I was gonna fight it.
Yeah.
He was telling me about his lawyer, Eugene Ardell, and then Jeremy Warren ended up being my lawyer, but he was telling me about Eugene Ardell. I still remember the names, and this has been about 20 years ago. His lawyer was Eugene Ardell. I remember his name, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you can get him. He was like, but D, take low and go. If you can get like a 5 or 6, because they really ain't got nothing. See, I was going to go because they didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
It was ghost though. There was some people that got hit and said they was raining to me, and they ain't get me with nothing. So I was telling them I'm fighting, I'm rich.
Yeah.
He said, look, man, I already know you got money, but they don't play like that. This is the feds. I said, man, they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't got me what I was new.
Yeah.
Man, Rick brought me all the way down, but he used to tell me all the time, this is why I'm so blessed to see him doing well, because everything he said he was going to do, he got out and done it. He was trying to convince me, yo, do not ever sell drugs again.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell drugs again. You smart.
That's what he said when he got out. He wasn't going to never sell drugs.
Man, that man told me, just like me and you talk, he said, look here, bro, you smart. You still got money. Man, invest your money. Get real estate and all of that. You ain't never got to sell dope no more.
So don't.
Man, I sit there and listen to all of that and still got out and done it. So, when I wrote my book, I wrote a book. It's called Released. It came out in 2017, 16, and 17.
Where can you find Release at?
It's on Amazon.com.
Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Release. How
Release.
you spell Release?
By Daryl Moore. RELESED, like released.
Release by Daryl Moore. Down to find that on Amazon. Check it out.
And so it's a poetry book that I wrote. The guy gave me. I met a pastor lady, and her name's Diane DeWitt, and she pulled me in and was like, yo, I was writing poetry for domestic violence victims. I got in a contest and won the contest. So the woman over domestic violence read the story and came to see me, came to my cell and said, man, this is unbelievable what you just did. Can we have it? And so I was like, yeah, you can have it. So she said, you ever thought about doing poetry? Diane DeWitt told me that. I was like, no. She like, I would mind publishing your poetry. So I started writing poetry.